All right, let's get you back out weather-wise out there. Taking you out to Weatherford. You will be one of the first areas to see this wintry mix that we're talking about moving into the area right now. Nothing falling yet, but the temperature above freezing there out in Weatherford, 35 degrees right now. So we do have those temperatures just a few degrees area-wide above freezing. So what we're going to see right now will be in the form of that wintry mix, maybe a little sleet mixed in, and eventually we will get more in the way of snow and sleet across the area, especially into the Metroplex as we go through the morning. So again, be prepared for that. With 35 in Mineral Wells, Breckenridge right now, along with Graham. And as we come into the Metroplex, still looking at some mid-30s for Fort Worth at 35, down to 33 in Denton right now, and 32 in McKinney. So for the most part, we're going to be above freezing for the next few hours. And what we're seeing in and around the Metroplex is starting to see that snow show up on radar, but that not reaching the ground yet. But where we do see that falling a little farther west out toward Mineral Wells, Breckenridge, and Graham, that wintry mix that we've been talking about, that will be moving into the area a little bit later on today. So yes, the roads will start to get a little treacherous. It will be light initially and then pick up in coverage and be a little heavier as we go through the day. So here's what we're talking about between now and 7 a.m. That does begin to move into the western parts of North Texas with that wintry mix across the area. And then as we head a little farther north up toward Decatur, Bowie, up along the Red River, that's going to be more in the form of snow. It looks like where temperatures might be a little bit colder there. But again, this will be spreading eastward as we go through the morning. So especially after 7 a.m. heading toward midday, that's when we really do start to see things picking up as far as the winter precip is concerned. And we'll start to talk more about the accumulation then as well. So I do want to bring in meteorologist Maria Ruiz to talk more in detail about what we can expect or how much we could see.
And you know, Greg, as you know, these maps have been evolving here over the last several days. So here's the latest thinking. Now that we're getting a better grip on how this winter precip is moving in and the temperatures as it's falling, we're getting a better idea of how much we can expect. The ice accumulation does look lower along Interstate 20. But that being said, there is still the potential for it, but it is lower, a coating to maybe 5/100ths of an inch. It's not a lot, but again, it doesn't take a lot for it to cause issues on area roads. The higher totals, even though still low, will be to the southwest, south of Abilene, south of Interstate 20, closer to Eastland. A few isolated higher amounts will be possible southwest of DFW. Here is a look at the other accumulations, though, because we are also expecting that sleet and snow combo. If you're south of Interstate 20, it's still looking likely that we see a dusting to 1 inch. If you're north of Interstate 20, including DFW, 2 to 4 inches still looking likely for most locations. This is not going to be a uniform blanket of exactly 4 inches. The amounts are going to vary. And it still looks like some bands of heavier precip, and especially snow, are possible along our Red River counties. So that's where we will see the highest snowfall amounts, anywhere between 4 to 6 inches here as we head towards the afternoon and the evening. Greg?
Yeah, so we'll have that wintry mix and that snow, yes, coming down. So yes, we will have some issues out there on the roads, but let's talk more about the timing and what we can expect, how long this is all going to stick around. Now today we're going to be dealing with it all day long with the widespread winter precip moving in. There's that storm system working its way into West Texas now, and as it spreads east, we will see that increasing in coverage across our area. So as we look at the timing, as we head toward 9 o'clock here this morning, fairly widespread with that wintry mix, and then that snow a little farther north moving into the area. So once it starts, it's going to be sticking around. Now initially pretty light across the area. That will pick up, gets a little bit heavier. Mariel just talked about those heavier bands of precip that we will likely see at times. This is around lunchtime today, still kind of on the fringe of that wintry mix in the Metroplex. Snow farther north, indicated by the blue. Now we may get a brief more of a changeover as temperatures maybe warm slightly a little bit later today to more of that rain and wintry mix. Still that snow ongoing as we head toward 5 p.m. up along the Red River here for today. And then as we head toward 7 p.m. and 8, 9, 10 o'clock tonight, I think we'll get that changeover to likely all snow in and around the Metroplex before it begins to wind down after midnight. And then as we head toward tomorrow morning, it will be chilly tomorrow morning. So we will have some issues still, I think, on the roads, even though the precip you see by 7, 8 o'clock should be behind us. And we'll see those temperatures warming throughout the day. So things will begin to improve a little bit more for us as we head toward 8 o'clock tomorrow morning. So that will be the good news for us. Now let's get into that forecast over the next few days. Today, tomorrow, though, that's going to be the worst of it heading into tomorrow morning. And then some leftovers maybe very early on Friday, but we'll see those temperatures getting back into the upper 30s. And then over the weekend, it's going to be mostly sunny. We'll be back into the upper 40s for those daytime highs. And then Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday of next week, by the middle of next week, we're going to be back into the low, maybe even to mid to upper 50s late next week before those rain chances do return once again. All right, those roads, before it's all said and done, going to get a little treacherous out there.